Hey everybody, Bill Flipper here, and we're going to go through today the best ways to find clearance, the most often times, what to look out for, and the most often clearance down items. So, first on the list, I have some notes over here. Are discontinued items. These are a double hit because often, as you can imagine, items that are popular that are no longer offered and you can no longer get. It's a simple supply and demand. These things go up in value. And what's great is if you find them on the shelves, and it's pretty easy to find out if they're discontinued. Um, Doing a little research, so like Amazon goes out of stock, they never come back in. You can search the brand and try to find the item, but sometimes you can find it on the shelf, but you can still find it for sale online before it goes out of stock from other major retailers. And I've had very good success. If you can think about it, most human beings, even if it's the same ingredients, like there are like some go-to things I use, and even if it's the same ingredients, I have a thought pattern. And even if it's a little bit more, I think, well, I already know this product works. I don't want to go through the steps of finding out, oh, does this one have a different effect? Is this one a little bit different? So discontinue can be great. There was a whole Twitter fellow. He just did a Chris Grant podcast that only concentrates on discontinued items. You can actually search with Keepa to find discontinued items in the title. So I guess what some pretty smart Amazon sellers have done is found the items, one that could be discontinued, or they put it in the title to also put the scarcity aspect into the product. So people are like, well, I always buy this. Oh, wait, it's discontinued. Okay, instead of buying my usual 2 this month, I'm going to buy 10, and then I'm stacked up. So discontinued products, I've done very, very well with some discontinued items. I mean, these things can often return to 100%, 200%, 300% ROI because again, you have that built-in scarcity, and people just have a go-to for what works. So another thing that gets clearance down a lot is large items. So large toys, anything large, because if you think about it, these get deep discounts because they have to move that. Because remember, a store has a limited amount of shelf space. So if they have a large item that is just not moving, they will do very deep discounts because to get the shelf space back for a next item that maybe has a higher margin or moves a lot better. So I've been very lucky with large toys. Now again, you're gonna have to calculate. Obviously, they're gonna have larger Amazon fees, but if you're using Amazon calculator, things like that in there, you're really not gonna have trouble finding that. You can find out what the fees are, and often because of the deep discounts, they will be profitable, or they can be profitable. I'll put it that way. Another one is, as you can imagine, this is kind of a two-hitter. It is seasonal items. And do I recommend buying Christmas ornaments the day after Christmas to wait and hold? Absolutely not. Do I recommend buying Christmas candy? Yes, very, very much. Again, people like people who can get the seasonal items. Let's say they really love Starburst Christmas candy, the Starburst, what are they, candy canes. Well, people will actually consume those all year long. And if you're getting those at 90% off, 75% off, there's a lot of peppermint flavors, things like that. They only come out at Christmas, but people like them all year long, and they'll actually pay up. And you're getting that at the double whammy again because it's limited supply and it's now going down in supply, and you're buying it, 50 to 90% off. The the discounts, I think I've done a seasonal candy video, but the discounts get more as the days go on. So I think Walmart does 50% off everything, all the seasonal items, the day after Christmas, and then 2 or 3 days later they're down to like 90%, but there's like nothing left. So, and you can also look out for eBay items. So Nightmare Before Christmas gear, collectible stuff that is also a Christmas decoration, but let's say it has a Nightmare Before Christmas saying and it has the Nightmare Before Christmas scene. People will put that in the house that enjoy that movie all year long. So you can also find items like that. The next one is time sensitive products. And this I actually use an example of toys. So if you think about movies that come out and it's the new Superman movie and they have the corresponding characters with the Superman toys. And if it does not sell well, or it does not, or it's just the next movie's coming out, well, guess what? They'll have to get rid of those toys, and at usually, like I said, deep discount. And you can expand on anything, like sunscreen when summer's over. So all those that when the four seasons change, just because I live in the Northeast doesn't mean the people in Florida still don't need sunscreen or the people in California don't. So if you're buying these, again, any clearance item almost at deep enough discount, it's really hard to lose money at 90% off. So if you can find those types of discounts, local Walmart, Target, things like that, you can often do quite well. The next one is, so this I've expanded on, the best time to search for clearance. And I think I've already gone over it. The end of major holidays, so Christmas, Valentine's Day, Halloween, on and on it goes. Thanksgiving, maybe they're selling Thanksgiving stuffing, things like that. They're clearancing out. They bought a ton for Thanksgiving, and now they're overloaded. They didn't sell enough. The other one is any season, and that again would be winter. So they're selling snow gear, pool season. They're selling all the pool gear. And again, just because it's not, that season ends in my part of the country doesn't necessarily mean there is not an extended season in another part of the country. Just like they have a much longer winter if it's closer to Canada. So there's something to keep in mind. That's kind of the clearance rundown. You can always do quite well, especially if you're doing RA. A lot of people who really got early success got in with really amazing clearance deals. And if you're in a major metropolitan area, you can find the great deal and then hit all the corresponding stores around, because often maybe the price is not the same, but they're clearancing down the same things. So everybody, have a great Sunday, keep hustling, and I'll see you. Bye.